Hello and welcome to Take Time. I am your host, Patrick Marlett. The month is March and it is time for our monthly update. The hair is getting longer, more curly, more lustrous than ever. You have no idea how many comments I get on my hair above any other remark in the comment section for half the videos in a month. There's something about my hair, so I want to keep you all abridged. It's getting longer, it's getting curlier, and it's going to keep growing. I am hoping to have it down to, I guess, shoulder length. I don't know, at some point. Maybe not that long, but long enough to tie back at some point. Because Lord knows, there are some days I want to tie it back. It's too much! It's too much of a mane, even for this man to maintain. It's just difficult having long hair, but I enjoy the challenge. I don't work in an occupation where I need short hair, and it's something I have enjoyed having my whole life, long hair. So I'm going to go back to my roots with the long hair. In case you're wondering, because many of you are, it seems. I like having long hair, so that's what I'm going to do. I went through it in my rocker phase in my youth, having long hair. Well, we're going back there. So, 10K. We did it. We could do more. But we did it. 10K. That's good. That's something. That's a start. Hopefully we'll be at a bigger, better, brighter place at the end of this year. If you care about the show like I do care about the look and sound of this show. I think we've got everything like in a really nice, tight spot production-wise. So I do hope you enjoy that. That means I can stop buying gear for a moment and maybe focus on other expenses. I am personally happy with where the show is, and I think it's good to revel in the good times, but with 10K hit, I'm ready for that next mile marker. So let's go there together. 100 by the end of this year. Wow, if we could do 100K by the end of this year, I'd be extremely happy. But I'm so, between this channel and the new channel I started, man, it is hectic at Casa de Marlett. On that note, the other channel is doing really well. I think we're almost at 500 subscribers there within the first month, so clearly people appreciate good Magic the Gathering content. I'm hoping to provide more of that over there. I'm not going to encourage you to watch that channel unless you like Magic. Then, of course, come on down to the 99. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out. There's a gameplay video that aired just recently that utilizes 3 cameras, and I think it came out pretty good for not having ever shot a 3-camera setup. Hopefully that third camera will come in handy with our interviews here. I intend to make use of it. We need to set up more interviews, by the way. Anyways, I'm rambling. There's a few things I want to do with this episode. I want to talk about a watch that I'll be reviewing this month, likely next week. You'll probably see the review next week, the Halios Seaforth. Some of the things I won't be mentioning in that review, just issues I've been having with the watch, and obviously my thoughts and feelings, my impression of it, why it's taken me so long to actually get to that review. Also, I wanted to approach something topical, so we're going to be talking about a watch that at least 5 people messaged me about over the last few days. So as of filming this watch literally just sold out, and that is the SPB089. This watch here. This is the blue Seiko Alpinist. You like that PNG? You like how it's floating just right there? Because just when we thought the Alpinist was dead, right, discontinued, they go ahead, they say that. Everyone's selling theirs for hundreds more than what it was ultimately resting at. I remember, if you saw my review on the Seiko Alpinist, you'll know I bought mine for right around $300. I remember the days when it was $300. And then, of course, Hodinkee gets an exclusive with Seiko. Why not me, Seiko? Hodinkee gets an exclusive with Seiko for a America-only release of 1,959 blue Seiko Alpinist, and they're $600. Good job, Seiko! Smart move. You know, they go through the forums, they read the threads, they look at the comments and videos like mine. Like, man, people really want a blue Alpinist. Yeah, let's do that, and then limit it, and then make the easiest cash we ever could have made. And what really sucks is that it's limited to the US market. I don't know. I mean, if the Seiko Alpinist isn't really dead, why not just make a blue one a standard flavor and go ahead and start pushing those out? I feel like you could arguably make and sell more that way, but maybe I'm wrong, because I think more and more people are going to come to agree with me in my previous video on the Seiko Alpinist that you can get pretty bored of that watch pretty quick. And even if it was blue, it's still got a useless complication. I want to get to the compass in a second. I want to talk about the compass in a second. But let me go over the website. I'm actually on Hodinkee now. So yeah, a couple people reached out to me the same day telling me that this Seiko Alpinist was released and that I should jump on it. And truth be told, SPB089, the only reason I would have considered buying one of these is because I know for a fact that as soon as these sell out, which they did with the first day, they would not only skyrocket in price, maybe not double, but people are going to try to sell them for $1,000, at least $1,000. You know, I don't know if they're going to achieve that much because there are a lot of them. But people, the folks that really wanted a blue Alpinist, it sucks for them because they weren't able to jump on their laptop, their desktop before they sold out. So it sucks for them. But I don't want to be that collector. So I avoided buying one. Plus, again, if you watch my reviews, I really don't want a Seiko Alpinist. Particularly after having bought the bracelet for mine, thinking it would sharpen it up, and then still not wanting to keep it. This new edition has been redesigned in order to return the fan favorite to its original raison d'etre, which is to say, it's rugged, no-nonsense time. This is an American-only release. Oh, Hodinkee. I'm not gonna lie. I don't usually read Hodinkee articles unless they're sent my way. I don't think they're catered for guys like me. But is this standard fare, this kind of fluff? It's so good. But yeah, they made 1,959 of these because that was the year these were released. The what some would consider the original sports watch for Seiko, which is the Seiko Alpinist, which I'd like to state didn't have an internal compass ring or any form of compass. Yeah. So I don't know if they're returning to that original form, but they are returning to a watch that looks a whole heck of a lot like that green watch that everyone loves with a 6R15. So for starters, how much do you value a 6R15 movement? Shoot, in the comment section down below. Let me know how much you love your 6R15 movements. I don't like them. $600 worth. I certainly don't want to spend that much for a 6R15. I think the only watch I purchased for roughly $600 with a 6R15 was a very rare tuna Fieldmaster. You guys saw that review. I think I got it for $600 or $800. And I bought it because it was a Seiko tuna with an automatic movement. But a Seiko Alpinist? Again, I remember the day when it was $300, right? Oh, and it's priced at just $600. Not for long, Hodinkee. Ugh. I can't. It's just a little infuriating for the people that really wanted one. I feel for you. I'm sorry, because I have a lot of friends that have told me, like, they wanted a blue Alpinist, and it finally happens, and of course it's limited. Of course it's limited. This sucks. And it comes with probably a better leather strap. This looks like, if it's a Hodinkee strap, I guess. I've heard good things about their leather straps, but Lord, $300 worth of leather strap? I don't think so, man. There's going to be a guy who's going to make an aftermarket blue dial. Just wait, and then modify your pre-existing Alpinist. But if you didn't get on one, I'm sorry. That sucks. You guys, is the 6R15 movement / limited blue Alpinist worth it? Likely, because even if you don't like the watch, if you are truly compelled to buy one because of its blue dial and you don't like it, you're going to make your money's worth selling it, without a doubt. I know for a fact. People are going to try to sell these over $1,000. They're going to probably fall out just shy of that, depending on how much hysteria is centered around this. But I mean, they sold out in the first day, right? Compass rings, though, man, folks were telling me, well, one, I should just buy it from an investment standpoint, and two, that I should just buy it because it's limited, like Hodinkee exclusive gold, right? I'm not going to lie. I don't want to own another watch with a compass. I don't like owning watches with complications I'm never going to use. I'm very practical when it comes to my watches. At least diving bezels and chronographs I can use daily. A compass? Nope. I don't think I'm going to find myself using a compass anytime soon. I mean, not in New York City. I think it's pretty easy to get your bearings straight when you can see the Empire State Building in the background. You're like, okay, that's north. It's not, I don't know. Compass is cute. Let me know if you, that's what I want to get at. Let me know if you use a compass in day-to-day life. I'm sorry. Oh, Let me know if you use a compass daily. No one does. If you use a compass daily, you are a badass. You must be using it because you live in a world that doesn't allow for technology, and you wear your compass and you use it every day because that's how you navigate. You can buy compass attachments for watch straps. I've seen that. So God bless you. God bless you if you need a compass. For other people, what is the allure? What is the allure here? I would highly recommend, and people hate when I recommend vintage watches because it's smart and you should be collecting vintage, but you should be buying the Red Alpinist because it has a much better movement than the 6R. It has the answer to the ETA 2824, the 4S movement. I'm not going to delve into the history here, but if you're a big Seiko fan, you'll likely already know what the Red Alpinist is. The Red Alp, the Red Line Alpinist, whatever you want to call it. It's most important because it introduced the green dial, which is everyone's favorite, as well as a black and a cream dial. Cream dial looks exactly like the green dial. I like the cream dial. But it had a 4S15 movement in it. And what is that? I don't know if it was supposed to be comparable to the 2829 or the 2824, but Seiko wanted to make a movement that was similar to ETA's movement, which was what would have been considered a high beat at the time, a 28,800 beats per hour movement that is accurate and has a good power reserve. It's just a good landmark movement for the brand that they don't make anymore, likely because it was expensive. But that's the one you should be getting. So if you're considering a blue Alpinist, instead, why don't you just look up a vintage, just look up Seiko 4S. You're going to see a lot of models. And within that line of models, you're going to see a reference for a Seiko Alpinist. Buy one of those. And they came equipped with a bracelet back then too, mind you. So if you can find one with a bracelet, sub 800, I wouldn't want to spend more than like $650 to $800 mark. That's better than spending whatever the exploded rate of the blue Alpinist will be. I wouldn't have bought one of these blue Alpinists. You shouldn't have bought one of these blue Alpinists. Now people are going to make money on these blue Alpinists, and it sucks. Seiko, do the right thing and remove limited edition from this and just produce the Alpinist if that's what people want. Anyways, let me know what you did in the comment section down below. If you heard about the SPB089, did you buy one? Did you avoid it? Did you buy multiples of it? Were you allowed to buy multiples of it? Well, lucky you. I'd love to know your thoughts on the piece. Do you think Seiko should have just made this a standard model moving forward? It was likely smarter for the brand just to, blow their load on less than 2,000 of these for 600. But would you have preferred they made this a standard model? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Moving on, in front of us is the watch everyone's been asking me to review. This is my Halios Seaforth Waldorf edition. And I'm not gonna lie, I really hated this watch when I got it. I was not a fan. And you'll notice I'm not even wearing this on any of the sock accessories. There were 3. Well, you had to pay additional for one of them. I'm wearing it on leather. We'll talk about that in the actual review video, but what the hell? Halios, what? You could... Leather. This watch belongs on leather. That's all I'm going to say about that. Seriously, I don't know why that was a huge miss. This watch belongs on leather. Tell me if you've seen a shot of this watch on something other than a leather strap. I'd be very impressed. Clearly, everyone looks at this and thinks, that's a dress diver. It should come stock with a leather strap. Instead, it comes with the same options you get for the standard model. Sorry, not the review. Not what I wanted to be talking about. What I did want to be talking about, though, is the fact that this is actually my second Waldorf edition. So this is something I wanted to add into the video, but I figured it would eat into the review time, so it was just better to mention it within this update. But the Seaforth, when I received it, had some quality control issues. So you guys know, this is number 58 off the line. I purchased this with my own money. There's no favoritism here. I don't know Jason like that. I'd love to know you like that, Jason. But I doubt we'll ever have that relationship. This was not sent my way. I purchased this. And, I let them know. I don't know who was receiving the messages. I think it was Jason. I let them know that I was buying this to review it. I look forward to reviewing it. Bought the additional accessory. I did the whole package. But lo and behold, when I get my copy of the Seaforth, the crown guards are a little wonky. Just the finishing on the case, the detailing was messed up. I don't have pictures for you, but take my word for it. Their crown guards here, you see those little bevels on the crown guards? One of them was just horribly off, like misangled, miscut, and it cut into the side of the guard, which is very unflattering. And secondly, there was like dust particles on the dial. And there's no like vacuum space that people are assembling these in. I mean, there's always going to be some amount of contaminants, but I don't know, take the blower and like just blast the dial a little bit more before you drop it in the case. However, there were a few other niggles I had with the piece. It's a bespoke piece. I believe all the appliques are hand applied. But when you're looking at a dial like this, you shouldn't be able to tell with the naked eye that something is off. And unfortunately, it was just very obvious that the triangle was misaligned, as well as the 1 o'clock applique was misaligned. There was just issues with alignment in general, and that's why I sent it back. They were very good, though, I will state. They were very good about, one, responding to my email when I was mentioning those complaints, and two, having it sent back, looked at. I think pretty much everything was replaced on mine. So the case and the dial, obviously. I think the movement was maintained and then the case back. But they were very good about replacing all of that and getting it back out to me in a timely fashion. And none of that was because I was reviewing it. Well, I mean, I hope not, because the review hasn't come out yet. And I think I've had this since December. I got to check my paperwork, but I've had it for a few months now. Thing is, I really didn't like it at first. One, I usually don't like watches that don't have minute tracks, because it's a real labor of love. If you want to get this on the minute, you've got to wait every 5-minute increments to set the time accurately. Because who gives a shit if your watch is accurate if that minute hand doesn't line up with an actual minute? Who cares? I mean, I don't care. It's funny. I literally set this watch just a second ago because the timing was right. All the stars were aligned, and the 5-hour mark was coming up, or the 5-minute mark, the hour mark was coming up, and I can just align it with that. But the last 4 days, I've just been wearing it sans setting the time. Like, I just kept looking at my watch and like, oh, I still gotta set it. I still gotta set it. Out and about, like, what time is it? It didn't even matter. Ultimately, not spoiling the verdict, but because I like the piece. I originally bought this solely for the review. Because last year, a lot of pieces I just need to buy to review for the purposes of reviewing. Not all these brands want to just send out, random people stuff to talk about. And I know how tricky that is for a lot of these brands. So, there's no trust established with me and them. So I had to buy this piece. I didn't know if I was going to keep it or not. I knew I wanted a Halios. I didn't know if this was going to be it. So obviously, without spoiling the verdict, I really enjoyed this watch. That's why I kept it. But there were a few things holding me back from enjoying it. Anyways, the Seaforth is clearly in my collection still. The review is coming out soon. It's not without fault. It's certainly not without fault. But it's a real fantastic watch. So I hope you guys learned a little something from what I told you there. Just because a watch is limited doesn't mean it's going to be excellent. All the Seiko Alpinist people, hope you don't have QC issues. But, it's more important how they acted on the issue than the issue itself. I just want to get that across. But I did want to make mention of that, at least in this video, before I do the review, so you guys know that, Halios isn't perfect or without fault, but they're very good at addressing their faults and fixing issues. On that note, more topical discussion. This is more of my own personal interest. Halios Seaforth bronze. You see that? Halios Fairwind, and then Halios Universa. What is it called? There is a third Halios. I could look it up, but I'm not. The ones I'm interested in are the Halios Seaforth bronze, and then the Fairwind, which looks to have some form of 12-hour bezel, no crown guards. It looks like a Seaforth with a bracelet that would have been perfect on a Seaforth, but will not fit on a Seaforth. Even though they're 20 millimeters, they're both 20 millimeters. Anyways, are you guys excited about the Fairwind? Have you wanted a watch with a 12-hour bezel from Halios? Or did you just want another Seaforth GMT? I don't know if those are coming back. I'm not really abridged to that. Or are you excited about the Halios Seaforth Bronze? Now, personally speaking, I don't think I want another Seaforth. I think this is sort of the quintessential Seaforth. But this right here, kind of the quintessential Seaforth. But are you excited for the Halios Seaforth in bronze? What do you want pastel blue with that? Let me know what dial you would want with that. I'm curious. I would like to see a Seaforth though. If a Seaforth review is something you would want to see, let me know, because I guess I'll have to buy another one. Maybe I'll buy it and then I'll find a way to get the bracelet on the Fairwind to fit the Seaforth. I don't care how I need to machine it. This watch, bracelet the Seaforth already. Comment in the comment section down below if you own a Seaforth and you want a bracelet on this damn thing. Anyways, Fairwind, Halios Seaforth Bronze, this watch. Are you excited for the review? I hope you are. He's so bad, by the way, with general announcements. And I know I doubt it's his fault. I'm sure it's just a lack of interest. There's clearly enough interest for the brand already. But people are dying to see these designs. I don't know. They're probably going to come around mid to end of year. Likely, or he'll probably put them out in spurts, but which one are you more excited for? I'm going to put a poll up in the video so you can tell me which one you'd like to see more, and then that's the one I'll buy and review for you. Or not, because I'm broke. I cannot afford another watch at the moment. However, I do want to announce that I'm going to have some pretty cool watches in for review this month. I should be receiving a talker in the mail. It's being gifted to the channel. I'll let you guys know right away. So expect the most biased review. No, the talker review is going to be fun. It looks a whole heck of a lot like the Tutima's military, the military chronographs they used to make. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Tutima. I've always wanted one of those Lemani 5100 military watches. The titanium case, I believe they do them in steel or titanium. Well, I'm getting a talker in to talk about. And I'm also getting a Hampton Kraken. I think a fellow YouTuber already did a review on that watch. Mine should be coming in soon. If I'm not mistaken, he is also going to be gifting me one, although the model I'm receiving is a prototype of the watch. So yes, expect a review of that soon. If you watched a review on that watch already, but you're still on the fence, well, hopefully I'll be able to push you in the right direction. But damn, that Hampton watch looks really impressive. I mean, we just did a review on Ergon's. You might have recognized this strap, but this is from the Ergon. But we just did a review on the Ergon Maelstrom, and that thing was I'll break it down for you. A Sellita SW200 in a $400 chassis. Well, Hampton is promising that same thing. I forget how it converts. I think it's going to be in pounds ultimately, or pounds or euros. I forget, but I think it's roughly $400 US. But yeah, that's also a real amazing deal. Although I should state the Hampton it is going to come more affordable than the Sellita model. There's a Sellita model and then there's an NH35 model. We'll get to all of that in the review. Just a little sneak peek. Hampton, talker, and then a few other pieces this month. Anyways, feel free to comment on any of the topics we discussed today. Have you had a Seaforth that's had issues? Let me know. Were they good about correcting it? And you're not a watch reviewer, let me know. Did you get a Seiko Alpinist? Did you not want a Seiko Alpinist? Are you excited for Hampton's next watch? Are you excited to see a talker review? I don't know how many talker reviews there are out there. I don't watch that many watch reviews, but let me know what you're excited about in the comment section down below. You know, sometimes I can see why you hate the hair. I get it. Oh, hey, if you liked talking topics with Pat, if you liked taking time talking topics with Pat, let me know. Maybe we'll do more videos like this because it spares me having to buy a watch or sniff out a watch and getting it on the show. Luckily enough, that's never been an issue, but I actually do enjoy talking topics. Take time talking topics. We're not going to call it that. Quadruple T? No. But if you enjoyed this video, if you liked it, because it's a break from the usual, I know we've had a lot of reviews on the channel, let me know in the comment section down below as well. I'm insisting you do a lot today. I expect you all to do exactly what I've said. Or not at all, you can just silently observe these videos too. That's okay, it doesn't need to be a conversation. But guys, we did it, 10K. Feels great. I'm looking forward to 100. Let's get there. Like, share, subscribe, tell your grandma, tell your friends, get people interested in watches as they should be. But if you enjoy this channel, feel free to hit that like button. Feel free to share this video with your friends if they also want to vent about the SPB089 or any of their other watch woes. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I don't know why are you so reluctant? Why are you so reluctant? If you don't like the show, you can just unsubscribe. As I understand it, YouTube unsubscribes people for channels, content providers. Can you believe it? Like with every mile marker, they see which ones are inactive or for like account is dead and they'll just like remove it. Apparently that's a thing. So yeah, see, you don't even need to fear. Like if you check off the face of the planet, your subscribe doesn't even exist. Anyways, my name is Patrick Marlett. Thank you for the time.